It's so easy to doubt yourself. It's so easy to think you're incapable, think that there's someone better than you. But honestly, why not you?
Confidence. I think one of the most important things that people perceive when you first meet them is confidence, especially with a big organization like FCA and you're an officer, you're meeting a lot of new people for the first time. And so first impressions are really well perceived and really well taken by people you're meeting for the first time.
So one resource that I would recommend would be to first talk with people who currently hold or previously held a leadership position. I believe that listening to their experiences, their ups and downs, what they went through is helpful in listening to how they overcame their obstacles, and also listening to the advice they would give you. I believe that listening to their personal experience will help you kind of relate to and see what you could apply to as a leader.
In my opinion, the biggest challenge facing leaders today is going from the intangible to tangible. In the sense that with leaders, just even creating a vision of what you want is something that's so abstract. So that's most what I notice that most leaders struggle with. But going from the intangible to tangible, so even if you have a vision, like I want to expand upon like the culture pillar, so how are you going to go about that? So creating those tangible things that you can act upon too, I feel like is the hardest part of being a leader, because you can have goals and you can have a vision, but actually going about it and accomplishing it through certain physical acts and through holding events, through like word of mouth, however you want to spread it out. Really, that's the hardest part, because you have to determine like what style you're even facilitating like behind it. So that's what I think is the biggest struggle.
Honestly, I would say be yourself. A lot of times people think that they have to change themselves once they're in a leadership position, like become more serious, try to gain some respect. But really being yourself is the best way to gain people's respect. One of the best parts about being a leader is, making genuine relationships, making genuine connections with people, and you can't do that without being who you are. So just be who you are. That's the best. You are the best leader that you can be. So.
When I became freshman rep, I think it's pretty clear that freshman rep itself is sort of not as prominent as a job as some of the other director positions. For example, like culture and PCN, and, planning those huge events. With freshman rep, it's representing the freshman class. And so when I joined the board as freshman rep, I guess I was on this tandem bike with all of the board of directors. If you have those tandem bikes with like two people usually, or maybe three, think of like a tandem bike with like the officers in the front, and then there's like 20 some directors like going behind it. And like I would say, in my opinion, that I would be somewhere towards the back, probably in the back, if anything. And when you're in the back, you have this view of the backs of those 20 some people that are on the board, and you see else in front of you, you know, we're all pulling our own weight, but, you know, at the same time, you're riding this bike and pedaling along and, you know, doing the work and putting in all that effort for FCA, you get curious of what it's like, the view in the front.
So going back, and what brought me out to FCA was definitely my brother and sister, because they first told me about FCA even before I reached Mason. They were involved in FCA because they went to Mason too. So they told me all about their experiences and how the friends they have today was because of FCA. So going into Mason, I knew I wanted to join. And so I joined as a freshman and I absolutely loved it. I felt welcomed. I've met a lot of new people, and all the friends I have today was because of FCA. And what made me stay was the fact that FCA had a lot of things to offer, from culture events to Turkey Bowl, even to hip hop practices, and even getting a big shout out to my big Denise. But yeah, I love FCA and that's what brought me here.
For me, I wanted to become a leader of FCA, not only to help myself grow as a person, but also to help the organization grow, because having been in FCA since my freshman year, it's amazing to see how I went from someone who only went to GBMs to now to becoming a director, and then last year becoming secretary, and now being vice president. I feel like my experience has been able to help shape our future leaders too, and what FCA has learned throughout the years, because FCA is always changing, every year is different, and so I wanted to make sure that our future leaders understood that and were prepared for that.
It's so easy to doubt yourself. It's so easy to think you're incapable, think that there's someone better than you, but honestly, why not you? It's so important to, you know, have someone step up. FCA is really a place where people find their home. A lot of people come into college not knowing where they belong, whether you're Filipino or not. You know, it's hard to find yourself out here, and FCA is that place where, you know, people find where they belong. And Filipino culture is so important. It's really the story of like so many strangers like coming, you know, culminating into one culture. I felt like I had something more to give to the organization. And the only way that I could really fully give it was by being president. And that's really why I wanted to be president. It's to give back to, you know, the experiences that I received, the home that I found when I was a freshman.